Welcome to Word DOW with Parker Edison, coming to you live from the heart of Encanto in Southeast San Diego, here at the one and only Mental Bar. I'm your host, Parker Edison, and I'm thrilled to guide you through a journey of words, wit, and wisdom. Each episode, I'll be sitting down with some incredibly fascinating guests, artists, thinkers, creators, doers from a tapestry of backgrounds and cultures. And what's a gathering without a little friendly competition, right? As we dive into their stories and insights, we'll also engage in a spirited word game. It's not just any game. It's a battle of minds, a dance of intellects, where the rich flavors of our conversations blend with playful challenge of winning. For 20 minutes, we'll match wits, and whoever stands tall with the highest score, well, they'll be crowned champion of the day. But remember, it's all in good fun. Some laughs, some good vibes, maybe even a little learning. It's all part of the experience here at Word DOW. Why DOW, you ask? Because in this game, these conversations, we're all about discovering the power of being able, capable, and ready to connect. So grab your favorite cup from the Mental Bar, settle in, and let's get the words flowing. Find out who's got the knack. This is Word DOW with Parker Edison. Let the games begin.
Good morning, good afternoon. I'm the mighty infamous Parker Edison, and you are here for another episode of Word DOW. I'm in Encanto, the Grand Imperial, my favorite place to be. It's my third home away from home. The favorite, it's my #1 coffee spot. You gotta be here. It's on Imperial Avenue. I got just a whole surprise for you. I thought we were gonna have somebody else, but instead we have a guest that I really like, someone I'm a big fan of. Meet Jacole. Jacole, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm well. What are you doing? You're always doing stuff. You're like, I'm with Bono and we're gonna go to a shoe release of Keanu Reeves. What are you doing in San Diego?
I am here with you on Word DOW, and I am here for another week. I work with Jolla Playhouse, and we have a couple of shows that are opening, so I am working on our partnerships until I leave again on Sunday.
Where you at on Sunday?
Heading to New York, working on a workshop of a new musical, also doing some auditions while I'm there.
Let me fill in some blanks for the people. Jacole Kitchen is Director of Arts and Engagement and in-house casting at the La Jolla Playhouse. There she works to expand and nurture community partnerships and foster relationships with San Diego's extensive community of artists. In addition, Jacole is a freelance director with productions including Iron with the Roustabouts Theater Company, The Music Sounds Different to Me Now, which is La Jolla Playhouse, Pick Me Last, and Light Years Away, which is also La Jolla Playhouse, Cardboard Piano, Diversionary Theater, and the Iliad, which is the New Village Arts. So many people. Previously, Jacole served as casting director and artistic associate at San Diego's Repertory Theater and was a talent agent for theater actors, directors, and choreographers. In addition to all of that, Jacole is also an educator specializing in audition coaching and professional development, serves as executive director for San Diego Performing Arts League. How many hats do you wear?
17.
Okay, right off the bat, 17. Okay.
Yeah, I actually have hats that were made that sit on my shelf for all of the different hats that I wear. I have a director hat, a producer hat, a casting hat, a diversity hat, all the things.
Are you being cute or is this for real?
No, that's for real.
Damn.
My stepmom made them for me for my birthday because I wear so many hats, so she made me actual hats.
Oh my God. Give me 1 second because I got to take just a quick moment and introduce the magical, mysterious, intoxicating, fantastic, fascinating Chida Rebecca. Chida, how are you?
Parker, that was amazing. Thank you for that introduction. I'm good. I'm good. Welcome, Jacole.
Thank you so much.
Good to have you here. I'm glad to be here. Another great day in San Diego.
Man.
At the Mental Bar.
At the Mental Bar.
Yes, yes.
Did you get braids just for us?
Just for the show.
Just for the show?
Just for the show.
Damn, you fresh.
Thank you, boo.
My goodness.
Thank you.
Could you do me a quick favor and give him the rules? Because Jacole doesn't know.
Okay, Jacole, I actually am looking forward to giving these rules because I'm hoping that you'll beat Parker. Okay.
Me too.
So this is what we're going to do today. Today's theme is theater. I'm really excited about it. And so each of you will get up to 2 minutes to create a word. I'm hoping we top out at 4. I want to do 4 words, but check this out. This is a really cool thing. So you get 2 minutes, right? So the consonants are worth 1 point and the vowels are worth 2. And guess what? I'm giving you 3 bonus of each. So you can use them where you need to. but I'm gonna need you to beat him, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep time, and so when it's time for you to figure out your word, just rock with it, figure your word out. If you go over time, I'll stop you. But yeah, I'm rooting for you. So let's
you.
be Parker.
That's the goal. Thanks so much.
See
Sorry,
how they
Parker.
do me? See how they do me? God. Sweet and sour all at the same time. I think it's about time to get into it. Ladies first. You want to give us the first word?
Oh, gracious. Okay. I wasn't prepared for that, but
I
here we
know.
go.
I know.
All right. Now I'm nervous. Here we go. Right off the bat.
Okay. All right. Let me do this. Do you mind if I move it this way?
You can.
Just because when I'm putting my word off of yours,
Yes.
it's gonna mess my vision up.
Okay.
Um,
No,
wh-
that makes sense. That tracks. Yeah.
Why woman?
Well, you said ladies first,
Okay.
and it is I am a woman. Hear me roar. Rawr.
I love that.
And it used a bunch of letters.
That's true. All of those things are true.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
And there's only one of each letter in that word, so that's what we went with.
Okay. I got questions.
Yes.
I got professional questions. I got personal questions. As director of arts engagement at La Jolla Playhouse, what does the intersection of art and community look like?
Oh, that's a great question. My job really is creating that intersection. And I'm kind of in a lucky position because I get to go out into the community and see who's doing dope shit and be like, oh shit, that's dope. I want to get behind that. I want to help partner. I want to help make that better. I want to see how we can incorporate what we do with what you do. And so it's really about meeting the community where they're at and finding something that is of interest to them in regard to theater and then going from there.
Okay. I'm gonna put down a word real fast,
Okay.
but also that's what we always talk about. We're always saying that we want our voices to be heard by people who by us for us, right? And so that seems like that's what they're actually putting into play there. I'm a big fan of that. And since it's theater, my word is going to be cast. Because every theater piece happens to have a cast, right? Yeah. What's the last play that you saw in real life?
A play that's going on at La Jolla Playhouse right now called Derecho. That is a really fascinating political drama, but it's also a family drama. A derecho is a type of storm, and there is a storm that's happening within the play as far as an actual storm, but then there's a storm that's brewing within this family as well. It centers around two sisters who have two very different Latinx identities, and the way that the pipeline influenced their respective paths and what it means to each of them to present as a Latina.
What was the name of that?
Derecho.
Is it
Written
still
by Nicole Viñas, directed by the incomparable Delicia Turner Sonnenberg.
bars? Let me. You kind of threw me off my square word there. Chida, where are we fixed for time right now?
We're good. We're
Okay.
good. Yes.
Okay.
And she's beating you.
All right. Okay. That's fair. Do you got another word for me?
I think that I do, but I have a question.
What's your question?
Should my words stay on theme of theater? Is that the goal of what we're doing here?
Yes. That is
Wonderful.
absolutely the goal.
Okay.
All
Can
things
they
theater.
be loosely?
I mean,
No, I'm
loosely, tightly, we want theater.
Okay,
You guys
excellent.
are doing good so far.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great,
I'm
great,
with it. I'll
great,
call
great.
you out if you're wrong. I'll make
Okay,
you scratch
perfect.
it. So,
Okay.
yes.
That maybe changed the word that I have in mind. But no, I'm gonna still go with it. I'm gonna still go with it. am I? I work in the field. You'd think I know all of the theater words.
Right? We put you on the spot,
You
though.
did. I just went a little blank. That's okay.
We know.
Okay. All right. I got this.
That's the ace up my sleeve. This is how I win.
I see.
Mhm.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with tides because in the play Derecho, the tides are constantly changing amongst the characters. See how I did that? See how
I like
typed
that.
it in?
I like that. You're making it difficult.
Mhm.
Let's see what he does.
Perhaps the tides are changing on this board as well.
You got this, Parker. You
I
got
Does he
do.
though?
I mean, I'm supposed to say that,
Okay.
but
No, no, we're rooting for you.
we're rooting
Parker.
for you, Parker.
It's in the script. You
Yeah,
have
I know, you got it.
to. Okay. I make stuff. I make words.
There's so much in the world of theater. So many words, Parker. So many words.
I'm sensing shade right there, by the
No,
way.
no
Chida.
shade. This
No,
is me
it's
encouraging
encouragement.
you.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
I fully felt the
You felt
Fully?
it. See,
Okay.
you felt it.
Okay.
Change your perspective.
That's what, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now.
All right.
I'm gonna do it. My word's gonna be leg,
Okay.
right? From the phrase, break a leg.
Okay.
In theater,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Because
I
it's
see it.
bad luck to say good luck
Right.
in theater, so they say break a leg.
I will also say that that's a theater word because when a show is moving on from, let's say, a regional production like La Jolla Playhouse and going on to Broadway, we might say, that show has legs.
Ooh. Okay. I'm here to learn.
Yes.
I'm here to learn. Speaking of learning, I feel like I want to talk about pure laughter. I feel like I want to talk about pure laughter and put people on to that. Do we have a second? Can we go in and
No,
throw a
you
little?
got time. You got a
Do we?
little time to dialogue. I want to hear it.
Okay. Before we get into that, then.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because I told you I got questions.
Yes.
How do you determine what communities you want to work with?
We think about who is currently underserved by the American theater
Mm-hmm.
and how we might be able to contribute to that. It was really interesting. One of the communities that has constantly been identified, I lead a group at the Playhouse called the Playhouse Leadership Council, and they are there to help us determine what communities we should be working with, and also helping to bring more people to the Playhouse, helping to reshape who thinks theater is for them or who feels at home in the theater. And one of the populations that we have, that the PLC has identified, is people experiencing homelessness.
Ooh.
And it has always been something that I have personally shied away from as a community, because there are certain communities that you can't just go in and be like, I'm gonna put on a show for you, da, 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 and then walk away and it's done and feel like you did your thing and pat yourself on the back. We did a play for and with homeless people. You can't do that. You have to have resources. You have to be invited into that community. You have to know that that's something that they want. And so that was always a community that had been identified to us that we should be working with, but I didn't have the resources to do it right until I met a woman named Steph Johnson, who runs the Voices of Our City Choir, and she's just like one of the dopest humans in the world. And like I said, I get to meet people who do dope shit, and I was introduced to Steph, and it was just this really cool meeting of the minds where she gave us street cred,
Right.
because she is already working with this community. She has the resources. She is a service provider, but also like builds community through music. And we sort of have given Voices like industry cred because we're, the award-winning La Jolla Playhouse. And so we've been working with Voices of Our City on, we're calling it the theater workshop, the Voices Theater Workshop, and creating a devised theater piece with the members of the choir, and have been doing workshops with them, and are now working on a piece that the choir members themselves will perform. That is their story, but theatricalized. And so to answer your question more directly, we consult with people who are close to us. We consult with people from different communities and say, hey, do you want this? And go from there.
Wow. Steph Johnson is legend, by the way.
Yeah, she's dope.
The community choir that she works with, just so that people have like a context for that, are people who've dealt with houselessness or are dealing with that.
Currently, yeah.
Right, and so it's huge for them to have a space to perform and even a workshop. Like, I remember the Roots always talking about how important it was for them to have clubs that they could just work on their material. That's a real privilege. That's incredible.
And we're continuing to grow because we now have this company that is creating the devised theater piece this time, that are a part of it. They're the actors that are in it. But there's so many more choir members who didn't join Theater Workshop in the beginning when we first started offering it. And so we still have this core company that we're working with for the devised theater piece, but now we're going to start doing ancillary just theater workshops with them and teaching the fundamentals of theater to other folks who maybe just want to join the workshop but aren't interested in being in the company, or maybe this becomes a training ground for people who may join the company as people cycle off, because you never know what's going on in people's lives, and not everybody can always commit to what it takes to create a theater piece. There's a lot of time and energy and efforts that go into it, and not everybody is able to constantly commit. We've actually lost a couple of choir members who have passed away since we've started working on the process, and so we're sort of making a kind of a B company, if you will.
Got you.
Yeah.
Wow. Always exciting. Always exciting. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find a word real fast.
I think it's my
Is
turn. You
is
did
yours?
leg. I think, yeah, it's my turn to do a word.
Please go.
You know what I'm willing to do, Parker, because this is going so good, and you guys got through the first 2 words. I'm gonna give you a little extra time to ask her another question, because I want to hear more.
Word?
Yeah.
Let's get down then. Okay, let's get down.
It also gives me more time to think of a new word. My letters are getting scarce.
Of course.
Yeah, this is where we get tricky.
This is where it gets tricky.
Yeah, it only looks like it's easy. This is one because I know you outside of here, and when we talk about La Jolla Playhouse, people don't always realize that you're a real person, regular person, right? Tell me about Doom. There's the artist, MF Doom.
I don't know the artist MF Doom.
Really?
Yes. So you tell me about Doom.
Huh.
I feel like I should now.
Yeah, no. For some reason, I thought that you were an MF Doom fan.
What theater artist have you been talking to that you're getting me mixed up with, Parker?
That's a very good question.
Now I'm offended.
You have every right to be. I need to
He was
get it
just
right.
testing you. He was testing
That's all
you.
it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. Okay.
It was a test.
Tried it for the win. Tried it for the win. What is the last thing that played in your car? Before when you pulled up here, what was the last thing that was playing in your car?
All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe.
Hey.
Absolutely.
Is that Doom?
No, that is not.
Okay.
But
I don't know, because that's just what was playing.
it's on par. It is
Okay.
on par. Shout out 2 Chainz. Shout out 2 Chainz.
Shout out to Che.
You
I
know.
love
On
it.
my birthday.
Hey.
Hey. Okay. Win.
See, I'm not
Great.
just theater.
No, you got layers, and they're gonna respect it. They're gonna respect it in this interview. Damn. Okay. Wow.
That was good.
Thank you so much.
I actually want to hear it again.
That's the highlight. That's the highlight. Put that in the reel. Yeah, you give me a word.
Okay.
You give me a word, and then I'm gonna look at these questions because I have some more stuff I want to ask you about.
Okay. Oh, yes. All right. We got this. We got this here. Having to dip into the reserves for a role.
Ooh. Okay.
I also did that thing that I tend to do where I locked up the board, so there's not a lot of places to go from here.
I mean, if you're inexperienced,
Oh, okay.
yada.
Heard.
You
Sounds
know,
like a challenge.
You heard that too?
I did.
I did too.
I'm from these parts. I do this.
You ain't new to this.
I mean, I got my Scrabble game is legendary.
I've heard.
Yeah, man. Yeah. One of the last times I saw you, we were watching the remake of The Color Purple.
Yes.
Which is incredibly bad, like uniquely horrible, like Geez. Yeah, just bad.
As a theater professional, I'm not allowed to express those opinions publicly. I can't say that I differed in my opinion in watching it from you, but I have to be diplomatic as we talk about it publicly, because these are real people who in my industry who have created this. And so I need to make sure that I have a layer of diplomacy as we talk about that film. But I too did not necessarily feel like it encompassed what I know of the story, being a Color Purple purist. And as somebody who has read the book, seen the movie, and seen the musical, I did not believe that they succeeded in melding those genres in the way that they had hoped to.
Ooh. The politics at play right here. Listen, I want to know more about this. Before I do, let me hit this real quick commercial. Tell me about Pure Laughter. I'll be right back.
I'm Lamont Ferguson, and I'm bringing pure laughter to KPBS.
Welcome to Pure Laughter, featuring the funniest acts in clean comedy today.
When I was in the Marines, I jumped out of planes. Now, I can't even jump for joy. Last week, I threw my back out jumping to a conclusion.
I live in Long Beach now, which is very deceiving because it has the word beach in the title. They really should stop fooling around. Long Ghetto is where I live.
We're back. Color Purple, and you're talking about the importance of putting respect on their name.
Yes.
Very valid. In that kind of same line of thought, because we're constantly fighting to get Black art in front of people, I think it can be really hard to offer constructive criticism about it, to promote and to critique.
Yes.
How do you balance the two?
Oh, that's a phenomenal question. Paying respect where respect is due, and realizing that there was a lot of really phenomenal talent that was in that movie, the individual performers that they got together, the ensemble that they put together was phenomenal. I thought the choreography was beyond, just absolutely top notch. And so finding ways to critique without criticizing, I think is finding that wonderful balance. And so even in the very diplomatic answer that I gave, I try very hard not to give an opinion of just my own opinion of the thing, so much as finding this is getting harder, finding things that I can pinpoint that I did not feel matched up with the intention of the filmmakers.
Got you.
And so for me, for something like The Color Purple, again, as somebody who has seen it in every iteration or experienced it in every iteration, I felt watching that, the storytelling was not, what is the word that I'm looking for? See, you got me thinking in words, and the words have gone out of my brain. I just didn't feel, I felt like you had to know the source material in order to understand the sequence of events that was, as it was portrayed in the film.
Gotcha.
If you didn't know that Harpo was Mr.'s daughter, or was Mr.'s son, there's a scene where he brings in Sophia for the first time, and you don't know who these people are.
Right.
But because I had experienced it, I went, oh, that must be Harpo. Oh, that's Sophia energy.
Right.
That's Sophia, that's Harpo. He's coming in to introduce her to his dad. But if you didn't know that, then you might be confused by, wait, who is this? And then eventually you kind of put the pieces together. But part of that was they chose to, I don't know if you actually wanted me to go into my opinion about
I'm here for it.
Okay. Part of that was they chose to completely brush over the early years of Celie being in Mr.'s house with the children. You didn't see her interact with these children at all, and so you have no reference to, oh, that's the little boy that was given her trouble that is now a grown man.
Right.
Because they took all of those early years of Celie at Mr.'s house and made it a montage of Fantasia looking out the window for like 5 minutes, and then that was supposed to be the last 20 years or something. And so they just didn't give us enough context to follow the story, to be able to go, oh, I love the way they're telling this story. I found myself having to use my prior knowledge and apply it to what they gave us.
Oh, gosh. I kind of want to rescind my opinion now, because as you bring it up, I forgot. Fantasia sang her ass off, her whole ass off in that piece.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I might want to rescind that. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the worst. I was wrong. It wasn't the absolute worst. But I had mixed feelings about it.
Yes.
Okay. I can appreciate that insight.
I do remember both of us having a hard time getting to the end of that movie.
Absolutely.
There was points we were ready to give up. But again, because we already know what was going to happen, we both already know the story. So it was like, oh, I'm good.
Right. Well, and that, right. And I think that's the, I'm going to jump in on a word too. I think that's one of the things that a remake is supposed to do, is make you curious to see how they pull off the thing that you've already seen before. That's something that always excites me.
I'm curious about this next word that you're going to pick, because
okay.
I don't know what you're going to do. But
okay, and that's true.
She's beating you.
All right, okay.
I do have less letters in my stall than you do at this point.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
but
no.
You're beating him. It's okay.
Yeah, no.
What you got, Parker?
I got hope. High hopes. I got high hopes.
Oh.
I do, yeah.
It's like the Jungle Book.
Is that from the Jungle?
I think so.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take
We're
that.
rooting for you. We are.
I appreciate
in the depths of our souls.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for a double word. Go for
What's
a
the
double
word?
word right here. It's row, because in the theater they got rows.
Okay, row.
Or you could have that word. So that's.
Okay, I see you, row. All right, that was good.
Or the other word that's there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's 2 words.
Row.
You did go for the double word.
Or.
Okay.
Okay.
No, respect.
Yeah. You know, I'm going hard.
You're doing well.
Thank you. I still have questions. What does, as a director, what attracts you to a project?
Great question. I think what attracts me to a project is like an interesting story about interesting people and something unexpected that takes place. Stretching people's thoughts on what they think that they know, and allowing people to really connect. A play that I feel like will allow people to connect with the characters and the story in a meaningful way. I love a good gasp in the theater as much as I love a laugh. I think it's almost even more poignant to get that moment versus the haha moment. And so I do love dramatic stories that can be told, but you know, I'm also kind of funny, so I do like the humor, but if it's going to be a comedy, I want there to be some depth to it as well, something unexpected.
Okay. Wow. When did you want to get into directing? When did that start?
I think that there's a part of me that always knew that I was a director, but denied it because I was going to be a famous movie star, and I didn't want to derail from that. And so it was really about 8 years ago that people kept telling me, you know, you're a director. And I would say, no, I just love like working with students. I love educating. I love giving direction and like seeing something new happen based on an idea that I've given. I love planting seeds and seeing other people like water those seeds and let them grow. And then people said, yeah, that's a director. You're a director. And then I started to go, oh, wait a minute, I think I am a director. And then remembered back in college when I took a couple of directing classes and I loved it. I was so good at it and I loved it. I loved putting the right people together to create this one-act play. It was a Tennessee Williams one-act, 27 Gins Full of Cotton. What the fuck was I doing directing a play called 27 Gins Full of Cotton?
Fair.
Come on now, a Tennessee Williams. But I was so and I chose it. That's the sad part. But I mean, I went to school at the University of Kansas. Like they weren't teaching us much more than August Wilson.
Right.
I mean, they weren't teaching us August Wilson. They were teaching us Tennessee Williams.
Right.
But I had so much fun putting that together and giving the direction and seeing my vision of the piece come to life. But I didn't own that because I was still focused on, oh no, I'm an actor. Like, I'm still mad that I had to go to college because my dad made me. He wouldn't let me just move to LA and become a movie star when I was 18. I would say going to college was the best decision I ever made. Because he was like, oh no, you're the youngest of my 4 children, none of whom before you went to college. You don't get a choice. You're going. Major in anything you want. You can be a theater major because you can always teach. You know, you'll always have something to fall back on. So I was so struck on being an actor that I denied that part of me for a good 20 plus years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you're doing it.
And now I'm doing it, and I know that that is what I want to do with my life.
How hard is it to get used to doing the thing that you always wanted to do?
Oh, I'm still getting used to it. It's terrifying. It's that notion of your dreams coming true. It's that notion of manifesting the things that you said you always wanted but didn't think were within your reach. And now it's being presented to you and you're like, oh shit, now I actually have to honor this.
Right.
You know, I actually have to do it. Sometimes you have to eat crow.
Oh!
That was smooth. Wait a second. Hold up.
See how I did that?
You just go hit him like that, Jacole?
A little bit.
That was, girl. Parker, she got you, boo. I'm sorry. I
gotta walk it off. I want to walk it off. I want to walk around. I want to walk
Stay
around.
Stay at the table with me, Parker. Stay here at the table with me.
I want to walk it
served
off.
you.
I mean,
you have to put that on replay.
I
That
dig
was good. Hey, I need to see that again.
it's a cold game. We're supposed to be
minute?
peoples. I do. I
got a fan over here.
Look.
She got
Look.
you. Okay.
Also, big shout out to Amarion. You got served as fine cinema. It doesn't get enough credit. Doesn't get enough accolades.
Well, it's
You
gonna
got
get
served.
credit today because that's what baby did to you.
Oh,
okay?
baby.
Girl.
Okay.
You need a minute.
Yeah, I'm about to work it
Commercial
out.
or something. That brother is going.
Yeah, I'm about to work on it.
You better because she's beating you.
Just by a little.
Don't I get to get an audience word and then the audience member gets a free coffee?
We could do that if you feel like you need that. It was really for her, but I feel like you the one needs some help.
Look, I don't need no.
now.
All right, look, no, I got this. I got this.
Okay,
I got this. I got
know.
this. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I got
All
this.
right.
I got for men. I got this for men.
I mean, if you need some help, we could
You
phone
can phone
a friend.
Yes, I got this. I got this. Give me a second. What I'm thinking.
That was smooth, girl.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Right in the conversation.
Think theater, Parker. Theater.
Theater.
It's in you.
While I'm doing this, I want you to ponder this for me. Everyone always complains about Denzel Washington getting the Oscar for Training Day. What should he have gotten an Oscar for instead?
Oh, great question. Great question. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia.
Ooh!
That was a fine performance. A beautiful character arc that he created. Just everything about him in that role was so I mean, to this day, who doesn't say, tell me like I'm a 3-year-old? You know?
I forgot about Philadelphia.
Yeah. Come on, Denzel and Tom Hanks.
Classic.
I mean, that's
Come on.
that's it.
Come on.
Golly.
And a character with some compassion. Yeah.
Early.
Early Denzel.
Yeah. Again, you might have threw me on that one. That response might have threw me as much as that last word choice. That was a good one.
First thing that came to mind. That was a good movie.
It is.
And actually, I am ashamed to say that is still, when I think of the legendary Anna Deavere Smith, I go to Philadelphia because she played like a paralegal or something in that. It wasn't even a big part. And again, it was early Anna's career. But she has this quote that stuck with me, and she's wearing ethnic earrings. And oh, damn it, now the quote has gone out of my mind. But she says something about they are African American, and just is like just bringing her culture into the mix, and they're trying to use it against her, and she uses it as a power play.
Right.
And so when I think of Anna Devere Smith, I think of Philadelphia, not the other amazing body of work that she has had, not her solo career as a theater performer, not Nurse Jackie. I think of Philadelphia.
That's I don't know if I can go back and watch it because it's such a hard movie to watch. It's such a hard, but that's Antonio Banderas. I feel like that's an early one for him too. I feel like he was the lover in that.
Oh, you are correct. That was
Hanks.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to go
I
back.
would not have been able to name that.
Because I'm a Banderas fan. Original Sin is one of mine for him, and I got a word.
Okay,
Y'all
let's see it.
Let's
see what you have.
My mama wanted me to have a word.
Manifest the word.
Manifest that shit.
Please.
That part.
All right. Don't keep us waiting.
I'm gonna make this a T. That's a T.
Okay.
That's an E. That's an H. So that's tech, right? Because you got to have tech.
Yeah, you got to be in tech.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
To do stuff for theater, just tech. So that's my word.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So these letters can be anything that I want them to be.
The C's are
The consonants are 1, and the vowels are 2 points. But
Okay.
you both have hit your 4-word max.
yeah.
Excellent.
And so, I like to say she beat you.
You would like to say that, but did she?
She did.
All right.
She did.
That's fair.
She did, Parker.
All right.
She beat you.
That's fair. I would like to say you cheated. I'd say that I don't care.
Probably did,
She didn't, though.
but I did not.
What are you working on right now, Jacole?
I am personally have a couple projects coming up. I'm going to be directing a play for Oceanside Theater Company this winter, a new Christmas classic by Idris Goodwin called Manny and the Wise Queens. And then I'm going to be going to Seattle in January to direct a show for Seattle Children's Theater, which I'm very excited about. But coming up, I'm going to be going to New York next week to be working on a workshop of a new musical that is very exciting and hopefully something that will end up in the La Jolla Playhouse season. I'm going to be assisting Tony Award-winning Christopher Ashley, who is going to be directing the piece, and I'll be his associate director.
Ha-cha-ta-cha. Damn, you got the good life.
A little bit.
Oh, my God.
I mean, when I heard you read it on my bio, I was like, damn,
You do
that sounds
things.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds impressive even.
And it's true, too.
And it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Wikipedia, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, I went in and edited that shit, but you know, make it sound a little better.
Oh, my gosh. I'm Parker Edison, and I'm here with the astounding, remarkable, ever so talented Jacole Kitchen. Thank you so much for being here with me, Jacole.
Thank you.
Yes. That's Chida Rebecca. You got to know her. Tune in for our next time, Word DOW. Big shout out to the Middle Bar. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great place.
It's always the best place. Next
Always
time,
the best.
we got to get something for the guests so we
We
can
have
give a drink
to.
away.
She schooled you. You got schooled today, and she didn't need any help. Parker, you did.
I don't know if
You
I would
did,
go.
darling.
All right.
With the final score being 18-14.
Oh, that was close though.
Yeah.
That was
Jacole,
close.
it was not close. Girl, it wasn't close. You did good though, Parker.
All right. That's the end of the show. That's what that is. That's what that is. Thanks, y'all. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, 444. That's perfect. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah. Are we good, Michael?